All right, you're recording, BobbiJo.
Awesome. So everybody, this is Christy. I met Christy, what, like 2 years ago, a year ago?
I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah. And it's not hard to love Christy. She's amazing. She's a rock star. So let just share your story with everybody because I love it. I think it's so powerful and I think everybody needs to hear it.
Oh, Lordy. Okay, Christy Seaberry. I am currently double diamond. I joined at Works about 3 years ago, and it was really funny because I'd never heard of It Works. I'd never heard of the wraps. I was scrolling through Facebook, and I saw one of my friends having a party. You know how sometimes those things just show up in your newsfeed? So I messaged my friends and I'm like, hey, I don't know what this is about, but I'm going to take a sick day from my teaching job because I used to be a special ed teacher, and I'm going to come to this wrap party. And they were like, okay, great, not a problem. So I went to this wrap party and I came home from it and I told my husband, I'm like, hey, I'm going to quit my job from teaching. And I said, I'm going to be a wrap girl. And he said, okay, let me go grab some beer. And he's like, what's a wrap girl? What is this? And I'm like, I don't know. It's this thing, like you put it on your body and it tightens and tones. And I bloated, but I am going to be able to pedal these things. Like everyone's going to want one. So, so the thing is I never got asked to join. I never got asked to go to a party. Yeah, I wasn't invited to this party, and I was friends with all these other teachers that had this party. So then, here's another great tip for y'all. After this party, I went home, and I had driven 2 hours one way to go to this party just because I wanted to get out of my classroom because I worked with kids with behavior issues. So any reason to get out of my classroom was great. And the next day, I messaged the girl that is my sponsor, and I asked her if I could sign up to be on her team. So again, the follow-up, if we're not following up with people, it's crazy because most people aren't as bold and obnoxious as I am. So it's like, if, you know, I hadn't asked, and she's like, yeah, sure, just go to my website and sign up. And I'm like, no, here's my credit card, just sign me up, and I want to do it. So,
That's
so then
awesome.
it was crazy. So then I didn't know what I was doing. So you know how people have all these excuses when they start where they're like, okay, I need to know everything about everything before I can have a party or before I can start wrapping people. I didn't know anything. I still to this day have not watched the Training Academy videos.
There
Um,
aren't any, so you're not
well,
missing
okay.
it.
Well, there were when I signed up. Like,
Yeah.
I never watched those. I didn't even know we had an e-suite. I don't even really know we had any products besides the wrap. And I ended up going Ruby in, I think, my first month. And I didn't even know what that was. Like, I didn't even know how I got there. No one had showed me how to chart. And then I kind of sat at Ruby for about 5 months. And my husband's like, because I just didn't do anything, I'm like, oh, I'm making $500 a month. This is great. Because all I had to do was make $300 a month and I could quit my teaching job. So I was like, okay, I met that goal. I can just sit at Ruby. And so my husband's like, all right, well, you know what? You need to make some more money because I guess $500 a month isn't really cutting it still. So I said, all right, I'm going to go to conference and it's in Florida. So he's like, how are you going to get there? So what I did is I got a credit card without telling him, and I booked my ticket on it and my plane ticket, and I went to conference. So for any of y'all, I don't know if everyone has tickets to conference, you have to go. Go do whatever you have to do, like sell the clothes on your back, go sell plasma, do legally, do whatever you have to do. And get to conference, because when I went to conference then, I was about 9 months into the business. And I went to conference, I think, as an executive because I had dropped because I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't work with my team and I was just clueless. Um, and I went diamond then in 62 days. And then 3 weeks later, I could have gone double diamond, and I got the last distributor I needed to fill into my box to go double. And I purposely didn't move her for me to promote because like I was just going too fast and I didn't know what I was doing. And there was just a lot of turmoil on my team, and I don't do girl drama. So I'm like, okay, I don't know. I guess I had a slight meltdown because it would have been worth it with the good bonuses. But so anyways, I mean, I just went pedal to the metal. So that's kind of the skinny on the, just the quick, dirty skinny on it. So.
Well, tell me, you're a mom. I know that. Tell me how many kids you have and their ages, because you're a crazy mom all the time, but you're a great mom. So share that, because I know there's moms on here too who sometimes feel overwhelmed with everything. So how do you do that?
Okay, well, I have 3 kids from my first marriage, and my husband has 2 kids from his first marriage, and we have 4 teenage daughters and 1 teenage son, which is crazy because 4 teenage girls is just nuts. The oldest is 19. No, the oldest will be 19 in February, and the youngest is 12. And we are currently pregnant with our first baby together.
Yay!
And we also do foster care as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
so in other words, your point is that your house is always crazy.
Always crazy. Always crazy. Always full. Always full of tons of things. And, I think the way that I juggle everything is I'm smart with my time. So when I'm driving the kids to sports, or if I'm sitting in the carpool lane waiting for kids to get out of school, I'm listening to Pam Soder's call that I couldn't listen to on Monday night because I was putting kids to bed or doing baths or whatever, So I try to really get my time grouped together. So I'm working, smarter, not harder.
So what is a day in your life? Because you promoted quickly once you hit diamond and then you hit double diamond. You promoted quickly, and I know you transitioned from Wisconsin to Florida and then back to Wisconsin. You've traveled in between that time,
Right.
with your family, and you have a crazy house with amazing kids who are going to make you bald eventually because you're going to pull all your hair out.
Oh, yeah. Well, especially because I can't drink now with being pregnant.
Right. You have nothing to cover it up.
No.
So tell me, what do you do? Because you said I work smarter, not harder. So what do you do for your business, like every day, because you're working towards your next promotion? What does that look like for you?
Well, I don't watch TV. I don't sleep as much as I would like to because I figure I can sleep when I'm dead. Even with being pregnant, I'm like, okay, I'm going to sleep what I need to, but I'm going to, I am working towards presidential. I'm working towards huge things because that's going to change so many lives. So what I do is I have a calendar. I have a Erin Condren calendar, and you really can have any type of calendar, but I write every single thing down. So, Mondays is my office day. I'm in my office all day Mondays. I do my coaching calls with my teams. I do my coaching calls with my life coach on Mondays. So Mondays is just dedicated to like my office and being kind of on the phone. And then everything else is scheduled. I go through my calendar first and put the non-negotiables. So the non-negotiables is date night, once a week. Kids sports. Obviously, I can't go to every event, but if I am going to events, I have my 100s list with, and I'm messaging people in between watching my kids and their different activities. But I really work my calendar. So it's not just a fly by the seat of my pants. Fridays is follow-ups for sure. I usually do, like, my Friday follow-ups are the people that are on the fence but really close to closing the deal. I still do follow-ups every day. I still message people every day. I still post every day. The thing is that I'm not perfect. Like, I don't remember to post every 2 to 3 hours, and that's okay. And I don't get mad at myself or stressed, or I don't think, okay, I have to start over tomorrow, so this whole day is blown and I won't do anything else. So those are some of the ways I try to work smarter, not harder. Here's another thing. If I have wrap parties and, like, let's say Sophia gets done with swimming and I don't have time to run her home, I might run through McDonald's, get her dinner, might go to a wrap party, bring her with. I mean, all of my kids, y'all, they could recite the party pad for you because they have heard it so many times. Or when we're in the car traveling, I might have a YouTube video of someone presenting the party pad because I like to hear other people's verbiage and how they present it and just get ideas. So, yeah, those are some of the things.
You're constantly growing, right? You're always working on yourself. YouTube, obviously, we've talked about this before. I'm always on YouTube watching other people's videos and verbiage and things like that. And time to time, I find like the most amazing ones. And I'm like, where has this been in 5 years? Like, so my question for you is, what is something, I mean, I know you work off of your calendar, but what is one non-negotiable for your business that you either do every day or weekly, or something that you are consistent on all the time for your business?
Every single day I bet I'm close to 100 days now. I listen to The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. And if y'all haven't listened to that, it's, I think, 31 minutes and like 47 seconds long. And it is all about perspective, and it's all about getting your head straight. And Earl Nightingale made this audio for his employees. I don't know, I think it was like 50, 60 years ago. And it talks about like the secret, and it talks about whatever you're thinking, you're going to manifest. And I've really found out with being in network marketing, because I'd never done anything like this. I didn't even know I was in an MLM for the first like 12 months, 18 months. Someone's like, oh, you're in network marketing? I'm like, what? What's that? No, I'm not.
That's awesome.
So ignorance is bliss. But I listen to that every single day, and since I've been religious with it and just taking that 31 minutes every day, whether I'm in the shower having it play or, in my office or the car, life-changing things have happened. Because 2016 kicked my family's ass, just to be brutally honest. I don't know what it was with 2016, but we had so many things fall apart, just one thing after another. Like, someone stole my identity, and, my oldest went off to college, and, just all these things, life. And since I started listening to that video and then applying it to my life, it's gone completely the other way. Now all these life-changing things are happening, but for the positive, and things where I'm like, okay, this month I'm going to have $1,000 extra on my commission check, and then, this person quits, and I'm still staying strong with, I'm going to have this extra money this month. It's going to happen. It's going to come. And then it came, so it's crazy, but it's an amazing video.
I know that just getting to know you, we've talked a lot on a personal level. And one thing that I love about you is you're always like, you look past this situation. There's so much more waiting for you on the other side. Think about this. You're always about different perspective. And that's one thing I do really appreciate about you, because you are very real and you're very like just downright, this is how it is kind of person. And I love that. So what is one thing that you feel that you're great at in this business, and how do you do that or work that, or what does that look like for you?
I'm really good at talking to people, just random people. Like this whole group thing right here, And I'm so glad that most of the people have their faces blocked out because it makes me so nervous. It makes me so nervous to have a group. Being a special ed teacher, it was always like one-on-one or smaller groups. So I do really well one-on-one, and I do really well just with random people when I'm out and just blitzing them. Like, oh my God, your kids are so cute. Or one day I said to this mom, I'm like, oh my God, your kids are so crazy. And she was, I know, because they were just being nuts. And I said it kind of jokingly. And I said, hey, if you ever need a night away and you want to have a little spa night with some girlfriends, call me and I'll come over and do a spa night for y'all. And I gave her a Blitz card. So I feel like I can just kind of come up with conversation with anyone and bring the Blitz into it that way. And then I'm constantly growing my network of people in my business. So,
right. And one thing that, do you do a lot of social media? I don't remember if we've talked about that.
I do, but I don't, because to me, I feel like social media is not working smarter for me. It's harder because it doesn't come naturally. That's another way that I do work smarter, not harder, is when I'm out grocery shopping or at Target buying toilet paper, whatever, I'm blitzing everyone. I don't take extra time to go blitz people. I just incorporate it into my day. My God, I was at the Catholic school and the priest wants to start the vitals because we were just, I don't know if he saw my shirt. I can't even remember. So it's like,
that's awesome.
I know. But no, so with social media, I try to do it, but I don't focus on it, because then if I try to do it every few hours and be awesome at it, it just gets overwhelming. Because like I said, it just doesn't come natural to me. So
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
So what is one tip, like top-notch tip for you to give everybody? Because how long have you been with It Works? 3 years?
Yeah. Yep.
So you've been in the game for a while. You're a veteran. You're not a newbie. So what is a tip that you can give all of us?
I would say, like, figure out, what do you want? What do you truly want? And I know people say, what's your why? And at first I used to think it was so annoying. Like, who cares what my why is? I want to make money, whatever. But really figure out, what do you want, not just with It Works, but with life? If you died today, would you be happy with the life that you lived? Or would you die with regret? And then it's like, what's going to stop you? What's going to get in your way from living the life of your dreams? Because I was just saying this to one of my girls yesterday in a coaching call. I said, the only difference between you and the Duns, the number one people in the company, is they've talked to more people. That's it. They're not better than you. They don't say things better than you. They just talk to more people. And so you really have to find that fire and that passion of, why are you doing this? Because we all joined this business for some reason. We wanted something more. We needed more money. The majority of people don't just join for fun. The majority of people join because they need extra money, or they want to pay for their products or whatever. So it's like, if you need that extra money, what's going to stop you and get in your way? And why are you letting things stop you?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree with you.
Yeah. So,
I love that.
My advice is, don't quit. Take quitting off the table. It's not an option.
I love it.
Take mediocrity off the table too. No one wants to live a mediocre life. God didn't create you to live a mediocre life. He put this dream in your heart. Whatever your dream is, it's going to look different for each of us. And, it's our jobs to fulfill it. He's given us the tools. We can do it, but we have to take that step in that action.
Yeah, I love that. That's so true. Does anybody have a question that they want to ask Christy? Anybody?
Everyone's going to be all quiet. Like, I don't know her.
She's awesome. I promise she won't bite you. Are you going to conference?
I can't because the Zika virus.
That's right.
So.
That's right. I forgot. We did talk about that.
Yep.
So this year, I know you said before, I know a lot of people are feeling this, right? So let's get really real for a second. 2016 has been a rough year, I think, for a lot of people in this business.
Correct.
I think a lot of people are feeling the people who are leaving or questioning the people who are leaving. Maybe it's part of their team. Maybe it's, their volume has dropped, their paychecks have dropped. Things like that are going on throughout a lot of people's businesses within our organization. I mean, I know too that network marketing is feeling it as a whole partly because of the election year.
Right.
All of the things that are happening with the election. But I do agree that it is hard to stay focused when things like that happen. It is hard to stay positive when things like that happen. But tell me what you feel you've overcome this year besides what we've talked about, like just in your business. What do you feel like where you grew, even though there may have been quote unquote failure? If that makes sense.
It does make sense. It's such a loaded question. I guess my faith in the process has grown because I'm the type of person where I want it now. I want it 2 days ago. I don't even want it now. Now is not even quick enough. And actually, when I first started at Works, like I've always believed in God, and I grew up going to Catholic school, but I didn't have any sort of connection. And when I first promoted so quickly through the ranks, and then I kind of, pumped the brakes because things were falling apart, that's when I truly started to get a relationship with God and have some faith, and really start to do that personal development with that piece. And now with everything that's gone on in the past year, both, with my business and personally, it's like my faith is getting stronger. And today was a bad day, and I woke up and everything was great, and then things started to unravel, and I'm like, what else can happen? Boom, there's another thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I say that?
Yeah, no kidding.
And, I was outside because it's nice out today. I was just outside, and I'm like, okay, God, I don't understand the things that you're doing, but it's okay. I have faith. I'm staying strong in what this plan is. So keep pruning my business, keep removing people that are toxic for me, shouldn't be in my life, keep having me plant those seeds with the right people, because 2017 is going to be huge. Mm-hmm. It's going to be huge. And if y'all can't feel that energy, it's crazy, because I can just feel it with people I talk to, just random people. And I told my husband the other day, I'm like, 2017 is starting right now for us. I'm done with 2016. I know we still have 6 weeks, but I'm like, 2017 is starting now. We're done. We're done with all this crap that's happened. We're just moving forward. So, I'll look at my charts, and, for those of you that don't know, some of my story, I recently had a double diamond, leave the business, quit, and 5 or 6 diamonds. Okay. So that really shakes your core. Because when you're charted for practically presidential, and then all these people just start going, you're like, oh, and now I can look at it, even though this just happened recently a few weeks ago, and I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my charts, and there's all these empty holes, and I'm like, think of all these lives I get to change now. God's going to bring all these people into my life that need this. Mm-hmm. And the thing I'm most passionate about is still the teaching and the coaching piece. I like to slap a skinny wrap on people, and I like to do parties, but I like to get distributors, and I like to just help them win at life and see them be successful. That's the part that really fuels me. So it's my faith just keeps things going.
That's awesome. One thing I gained from you just over the past, I'd say month or so, was one thing you told me was change the way you're praying. Change your expectancy level. Change, because I would go to God before and I would say, I'm asking for things that he's already given me. And you opened my eyes to that. And ever since I started changing the way I've been praying, like people, I'm not going to say like a ton, but I've had people call me or message me that I totally had written them off. Like I didn't think that they were even interested in what I had to offer. And I've gotten 2 phone calls today of people who are just like, okay, I want to have that party you mentioned 17 years ago.
Awesome.
So I think what you're saying too is very true. The way, if we go in with expectance, we're going to get that abundance.
Right.
And so it's hard, I understand, not to focus on the reality. Like maybe your paycheck's dropped and maybe the financial portion is a struggle and things like that. I get that as well. But going into it, just go with an expectancy and say, I'm blessed beyond abundance, and that will become your reality.
Right. And you have to think about, most people in life are going to quit. Okay, so when you're looking at your downline, or when you're looking at people in your life, family members, friends, most people are going to quit everything, not just in It Works business, but everything. So it's like, don't focus on those negative things. If you're journaling every day, or even just say it in prayer, every day I do a list of however many, and it's the same prayer every day. I'm so happy and grateful to be presidential. Thank you, Jesus, for this and more. Okay? So happy and grateful that the judge sees the truth with our child custody dispute, and the truth, comes out. Thank you, Jesus, for this and more. And these are all things that have been struggles in our lives, and they've all come true. We've been in a custody battle for 6 years, and everything just came to light. We got the custody we wanted and deserve. And, so it's like you have to pray it. And that's another way that I tried to work smarter, is when I'm in the car, I'm not listening to the radio. I'm praying, or I'm thinking about my future and what I want and where I want to go on vacation this year and how I want to get back to the community. And I'm constantly just feeding that out to the universe. Like, this is what's going to happen this year. There's no other option. No other option.
I love that. That's so awesome. Does anybody have anything they want to ask Christy? Otherwise, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I just wanted it to kind of be whatever y'all need.
Yeah, you're so awesome.
I mean, how is everyone doing? Is everyone excited about the month and where you're at with the month?
Yeah, I know I am. Natalie's shaking her head yes. I can't see if Lynn's shaking her head yes. Thumbs up, Lynn.
Oh, is she?
I can't hear you. You're muted.
Here, I'll unmute her.
Oh. There, we can hear you now.
Okay. I say it's been a rough month, but just keep working it. So it's getting better.
Right. How about anyone else? Anyone else having a good month, or a month where they're like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Well, I feel like for me, it's like, what? Today 17th? I feel like today should be like the 5th or maybe 6th.
Seriously.
With preparing for the cruise and focus on getting on the cruise, and then the cruise, then coming back, and then the time to take time to come back to normal. And then it's like, what? It's already 16th? Like,
yeah, I agree.
It's crazy. But I guess now I watched one of the lives from Cami Dempsey, and she said, why don't we start working now as the end of the month? Like when we work on the 29th, 30th, we should start working now, and acting like it's the last day of the month, which we should be doing anyway, because Thanksgiving, again, a lot of distractions, a lot of stuff going on. So I don't know if this month is the best month, but you have to make it what it is. You have to make the best out of it.
Right. Well, and we still have a lot of month left.
Yes.
So even if we blew the first week or two, we still have a lot of time left. And the thing I was really thinking about today is I need to really get my butt in gear because, again, I woke up this morning and I'm like, my God, it's the 17th. What happened to the month?
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, what we plant now is what we're going to harvest in a few months.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm planting right now is not presidential. It is not life-changing. It is not going to get me anything on my dream board. So I need to change my action to now, today. Message more people, ask more people to host parties, blitz more people, whatever. And that's the beautiful thing is, as long as we're breathing, we have the chance to get to do a do-over all day, every day.
Yep.
So again, instead of just saying, you know what, it's 9:30, I blew today, I didn't do much. It's only 9:30. We've got tons of time. Take the next hour or two, message some people, add some more friends on Facebook, call a couple friends and just say, hey, you know what? Would you please host a party for me? Like, I never ask you for anything and I love you so much. Would you please, I just need you to do this for me. And just start connecting with people because conference is going to be here before we know it. And everything just goes crazy wild during conference. Mm-hmm. So I want everything set up. I want all my ducks in a row. So when conference comes around, baby, and those bonuses are announced, oh my Lord.
Well,
it's like boom, boom, boom.
Right.
There's another thing coming up that we still have what is it, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So actually, again, Cami went live today, and she actually already said there is thing coming up. I mean, they are. I guess they are taking in consideration that people more buying retail. So maybe there will be something. I don't think there will be a logo, but maybe some other gift set or something else.
Right.
But there will be some special. So the more relationship we build now, we have more potentials to work with, that we have that list, so we can continue following up.
Right, absolutely. And there's no reason why we can't be posting now. Like, hey, y'all are going Black Friday shopping? Talk to me first. Let me help you get gifts for people. Thanks for the support. And throw that out there because then it reminds people like, oh yeah, those would be some great presents, with some of the It Works products. I can get those from Christy, support her, cover a few, people's gifts that I need. And so just throw that out there to people.
Yep. I love that. And the Peppermint Bliss or the Peppermint Kit right now is such a great gift set for women, teachers, and anybody, like the principal, anybody at your kid's school or anybody at like a coworker, anybody. So I think that if we continue to plant those seeds, then we have so much more, like you guys both said, to reap when Black Friday is here.
Right. Absolutely.
I just want to let you guys know I also have my very first huge event coming up December 3rd.
Yay! That's awesome, Lynn. I'm so excited for you.
There's 45 vendors that are meeting in a barn, and they call it a Barn Buster party.
Fun.
And so I'm the only It Works person there, so I'm excited. So
that's awesome.
That is so awesome. Lynn, some of my girls, because they're doing some Christmas events, they're buying candy canes. And then they have like 5 different coupons that they had typed up on the computer. And they, cut it off and tie the paper to the candy cane with a little ribbon. And one of the coupons, I think, was like $5 off a wrap. One coupon on a candy cane was like a free spa party because people don't know that we do these anyways.
Right.
One candy cane was, I think, a free sample of Wow, maybe like a free sample of greens. So that way people walking by, you can be like, hey, here's a candy cane and there's a prize attached to it. And
I love that.
Yeah, and it's been a really great way then for my girls to blitz people without feeling like they're blitzing.
Mm-hmm.
Offering.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so.
I love that. Thank you. I wrote that down because I have like 5 events coming up. So I wrote that down.
Right, and they even have like a cute little Christmas tree, just a little short one on the tabletop with the candy canes on. And, as people are walking by, no one can say no to food. So even though it's
Especially candy.
So
Yes, part of the one thing that we don't have to pay anything to be part of this, but we have to give one gift as a hostess. I mean, a prize. So would it be like this, a wrap or a goodie bag of different products or suggestions?
how much is the value of it? Did they say?
Most everybody's doing around about $50.
Right. So you could do like a wrap and, if you had some wow or greens on the go or, put together a nice little basket, like even those little brown paper bags and put a little ribbon on it and put some product in. And, you could even put a coupon in for a free spa party as well, because people, again, think they're getting some awesome thing and they don't realize that we offer it to everyone. And that's okay. They don't need to know.
I usually do like a gift certificate for a free spa party with the value of, whatever dollar amount you want to do.
Ooh, I like that.
So it's because we're spending money to have the products on hand and showing it to people. And, I'll do a gift certificate type or written out for you host and 5 or up to 5 friends. Mm-hmm. And for X a dollar amount for a free spa party. So
awesome.
I did a little different. So I used to give out as well a free body wrap, like a raffle. But no, I would never get anybody call me back, and I would not have a contact to contact that person who got the wrap, so to follow up. So I actually did I started giving away a gift certificate as well. But I would put, if you go like to a dollar store and get like a bottle, like a water bottle or whatever, and I will put like 3 greens on the go, like a 3-day detox and a free wrap session, but they have to contact me to get that free wrap. So I stopped giving away, and I would put the value, I would put $35. And so so that way I'm not giving away just the wrap and not having the contact.
Yeah. And what's funny to me too, because I do that too. I stopped giving away the free wraps because I was like, I don't even know if these people are using them or if they're using them correctly. And I felt like I was wasting my money, right? So I felt like when I would do a gift certificate, maybe half of the people would actually contact me for that free wrap. So then I was like you said, Nat, you were getting people's contact information, but you knew they were using the product correctly then. And I'm not just like throwing my stuff into thin air, like, oh, here you go. So I do that a lot too. And I learned rather quickly what not to do about free wraps.
Right. No, that's a great idea, because you're right. You don't hear from those people. And it's like, what did you do with my wrap? It's probably sitting in a drawer in the bathroom, not being used. So
yep, exactly.
Yeah,
I love it. That's awesome. Well, I really, really, really appreciate you doing this for us. I just really love your heart. You're a great person, and I'm so glad that our paths crossed 2 years ago.
Right. So, no, it's great. Thanks for having me on. And know, everyone get focused. New Year's resolutions are coming up. Everyone wants to lose weight.
That's right.
Everyone does. So if y'all think you can coast right now, no way. No, this is our busy, crazy time.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Not just do they want to lose weight, but there's a lot of people who will be looking for extra income.
Yes.
After the new year too, because of Christmas and things like that. They didn't have the money for presents. So just keep planting those seeds, you know? Right. You got to keep working those seeds. And
taxes.
Yeah, and taxes. Yeah.
Invest in them, you know, and spend their extra $100,
right.
And at least try business.
Yep.
Well, in the new year, you have these New Year's resolutions where it's like, I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to go to church on Sundays. I'm going to do 20 sit-ups every morning. You know, you have all these things where you're going to be this better person. I'm going to quit my job because I hate it because my boss is horrible, blah, 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 blah. So they might just be like, you know what, I'm so sick of seeing BobbiJo have this great life, and I don't. I want to join her team and have a great life. So, all those people that don't ever comment, don't ever like your Facebook stuff, they'll start reaching out to you out of the woodwork. So just stay consistent and, keep being awesome, and people will start coming out of the woodwork, and there you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I agree.
And we have a National Blitz Day on Saturday. I don't know if you guys seen it.
I did.
That's awesome.
Because isn't it Small Business Saturday this Saturday?
It could be.
I think so. What's the date? The 19th, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think that's the Saturday then.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a blitz thing, yeah, so that would be fun. We actually talked today a little bit with some of our team to go and team blitzing. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. Awesome. Well, thank you again, Christy. I really appreciate you. I took a lot of notes, so I'm excited.
Well, y'all have a good night. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on. Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.